Guys, how are yous? It's Mr. Galliner here. So you want to know how to pass National 5 Admin and IT? Well, you've come to the right place. And not only am I going to tell you how to revise and prepare for the National 5 assessment, I'm going to tell you what's in the exam, actually in the assessment. Listen, it's not a secret. It's actually available on the SQA website. And this is the same for all of your subjects. So here's what the first thing I want you to do. I want you to get yourself on Google or any other search engine. And I want you to search for SQA National 5 Administration and IT, and normally click on the first link here, and that will take you to the SQA subject page for National 5 Admin and IT, and there's a wealth of really useful documents here that's going to help you prepare to do your best for these assessments, okay? So the first thing I want you to look at is the course specification. Now think about it, I'm teaching Admin and IT here in Dunoon. There's folk in Dundee and in Dunblane and Dumbarton and places other than starting with D, all across the country teaching this, so we need to know what to teach. So this basically then is a summary of what's in your exams, right? So this needs to be your revision go-to, your revision checklist, both in terms of the practical skills and for your theory. So it's a really useful document, and you'll have one of these for each of your subjects. So just change the name of the subject in the search engine and that will take you to the appropriate page. Now, rather than going through the different units for admin and IT, I'd rather just talk about the assessments, and that's what this video is about. So the assessments fall into two. One assignment, which we normally do around springtime, and then the question paper that we do during the official SQA diet, May, June. They're both done on the computer. They're both practical assessments. However, they both include theory, right? So theory, you need to prepare slightly different than the practical, okay? Now, for the theory, I've told you how important command words are, right? So in ye old ancient times, who used to give out the commands? It would be the ruler. And if you didn't follow those commands, it would be, woo, off with your heads, off with your heads. But that should help you remember, if you don't deliver in the command words in the exam situation, it'll be off with your marks. You will throw away marks. Even if you put down a correct answer, and if you don't then deliver on that command word, you ain't going to get the marks for it. So it's really important that you are underlining the command word just before you type up your answer, okay? So make sure that we're doing that and pay close attention to the mark allocation. Now, to prepare for the theory, I have shown you my super duper revision technique, which I've actually blagged off a YouTuber, Ali Abdal, and I've told you the story from Ali, and you can actually watch his full video on how to use that spreadsheet technique. But we're up and running with it, and that's how you can remember the content, right? So you need to be able to remember the content of the theory, but then it's down to you to package that content, that knowledge for a specific question, delivering on the command words. And in National 5, we know that's going to be things like explain and describe. Okay, so you make your point, but then you tell them about it. You leave a full line space. You make your second point, you then tell them about it. If it's a 3-marker, you go into a third one, you make your point, you then tell them about it. Okay, so make sure that we're doing that, delivering on command words, and we'll do plenty of practice of those types of questions. I've done demos, I've had Brad Pitt and Adam Sandler, even though you didn't know who Brad Pitt was. My word! Right, so we've covered the command words and we'll continue to do so, and we will run over past papers to make sure that you're applying that technique. So that's the theory, right? The theory, I'm going to equip you with a theory textbook. We'll be doing theory work in class. I'll give you some revision heavens, which is loads of practice questions to do, and the past papers are critical, and I'm going to show you how to find them. In terms of the practical, right, so the assignment, which we've mentioned you will do it in spring. The assignment covers things like PowerPoints, right? Presentation software, email, e-diary, publisher, internet research, okay? Everything other than spreadsheets and databases. So a bit of word in the assignment too. The best way to prepare for those is the past papers. I've told you the team who have already written the paper that you will sit in spring 2023 have written the last umpteen, okay? So we're going to do them until we are sick of the sight of them. But you know what? No apologies, because that is the best way that you are going to prepare. And of course, if you've got any difficulties with those, give me a shout and I'll be checking that you're doing them to the standard that I expect of you, okay? So even at home, you know you can access both the question paper, the assignment and the question paper from that SQA site and also the files. But I'll also equip you with plenty of other practice papers to get you ready for that. So that's the assignment, okay? The question paper that we do during May, then that is only spreadsheets and databases, plus the theory. Don't forget the theory. We've got to be ready for the theory, okay? Now, because we are in unusual times with COVID, they're trimming back a little bit for the question paper, and its databases they've trimmed back on. So here's another document you can look at, and again, there'll be one of these for each of your subjects, and you can have a wee look. So you've got the course specification, which is usually the full boona, which is going to be in your exam, but this other document will tell you what's getting trimmed out, okay? So you don't then need to worry preparing for these aspects, and you might find them in previous past papers, but you don't then need to worry about them, okay? These aspects, okay? So that is it. No surprises, okay? You have got to bring your best game to each and every period. You've got to be revising at home, theory and practical. We know the importance of past papers, all right? Both for the practical and the theory. You're welcome any lunchtime. You're welcome any after school. Please don't ever hesitate. Please don't hold back. If there's anything that you're worried about, come and see me. We're in this together, and I genuinely want you to do your best, okay? So please don't hesitate. Give me a shout, and we can work with this together. And in the lead up to the assessments, we'll get you out for an intense revision session in the lead up. Practical skills. If you don't use them, you lose them. And it's about getting up to that peak for those assessments. So that applies to both your assignment and your question paper. And of course then the theory, command words, but also then make sure you've got the content, using your spreadsheet and doing those past papers. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Give me a shout anytime you need any assistance at all, and we'll see you next time you're in class. Keep living the admin dream. Ciao for now.